Tomo, floor is yours.
Just like one of your co-owners, Joe. You gotta get them back. You gotta get them back.
Exactly.
That's a good follow-up. That's a good follow-up. So just like that follow-up, we got it. Oh, yeah. I see CTC's on over there. He must be watching the college game already. But like we said last week, we got one of the best rivalries in sports. And after last Sunday, we can say it lived up to just exactly what it was. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Baltimore Ravens 18-16. Now we can go back and forth about it, but why do that when we got two fans here? Let's bring up RBO Vaughn and CTC Carl. What's up, fellas?
What it do?
How y'all doing?
Happy belated birthday too, Carl.
Appreciate it.
Man, what a gift! What a gift! Now we got it.
One of my teams won.
You right. Merlin. So we're gonna start it off. Look, they swinging already. I feel like the ref, man, out there trying to break this up.
Hey, Tomo, hold on right quick, bro. I got grab some out the microwave right quick. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up, man.
Ain't it funny? We get killed for props. Here comes a prop.
I got some Raven soup here. I gotta let it cool down first, so I'm gonna sit on the side. Then I'm gonna enjoy that a little later. Enjoy that a little later.
It looked like he pulled it out of his pants.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm not tripping, right?
All right. Well, with that being said, man, while the Raven soup is cooling, we gotta let Raven stew or soup.
Stew sound better.
Either way, this ain't our fight, Joe. You might want to say
got a little bit of bones and all that. We grind them boys all the way down. They soup, bro.
Carl, 18-16. What happened, man?
So, man, same thing happened last year. We came into Pittsburgh and we shot ourselves in the foot. Turnovers, missed kick. Just same old song, man. I thought it'd be different this year. That we was looking better. I didn't think we were gonna put up a bunch of points. Both of us obviously said take the under. So I didn't come in here thinking we was gonna put up a lot of points. But it's just the miscues I did not think would happen. But like I don't care. Like we said, it's always the new people. Derrick Henry fumbled, Russ threw a bad pick. Henry had a bad fumble. I was watching the game and I was kind of speechless. Like, I can't believe I'm seeing this yet again. I'm seeing it yet again. I even said in the chat, why do Lamar teammates hate Lamar? Why do they want this stigma to stay with Lamar? Justice Hill got deboed for a pick. By Peyton Wilson, by the way, I said this when they drafted him. They got to steal. I'm not a hater. They got to steal when they drafted Peyton Wilson. With one hand, got deboed. Isaiah Likely fumbles, giving away 3 points with 20 seconds left in the second quarter, basically before the half. Derrick Henry hasn't fumbled in years. I think Deshaun Elliott might have been the last guy to make him fumble when he played for the Ravens. He fumbled his second carry. It's miscues, and it's just right now, for some reason, we can't get over that hump of beating the Steelers. But this is what I will say. This is going to be the year where we have to play them twice for meaningful football. So y'all could live off sweeping us last year in that meaningless game, but we will see y'all for real this time in Baltimore. But as far as yesterday, same song as last year. And it sucks to say it. It hurts. But, I mean, and let me not I'm going to end this by saying give credit to Pittsburgh. They forced it. Patrick Queen ripped that football out. They hit Henry. They forced those turnovers. Obviously, they can't force the missed field goal unless they block it. But give credit to Pittsburgh, man. They played gritty. They fought hard. They was able to interrupt some of our offense. They had Lamar miss a couple throws. They were able to put pressure on Lamar. So I don't want to not give credit to Pittsburgh, but yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I hope that was all, cuz I was gonna get on you when you said, how many times I gonna let my boy Lamar down? No, we went in there and bullied y'all, bro. Like you just said, Nick Herbig forced that fumble. It wasn't like Henry was just frolicking with the ball. That was a heck of a play. He came from behind and knocked the ball out. We literally practiced that. Patrick Queen, like you said, he ripped the ball out. And on that interception, Lamar has to get a little bit of blame for that. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because on that wheel route, if he would have thrown it in front of him instead of behind him, Peyton Wilson wouldn't have had a chance to even get the ball. So Lamar gets a little bit of blame for that, even though it was a heck of a play by our rookie. But that's the obvious. Let's talk about your MVP right quick. Lamar Jackson, okay? 66 QB rating. That was his lowest of the whole year. First time going under 70. His lowest was 78 against the Browns. Every other game he's had 80 or higher. If you look at the 16 points, I believe that's a season low for you guys, right? Okay. Derrick Henry, 13 carries, 65 yards, with one carry being 31 yards. So if you take that one carry away, 12 carries for 34 yards. What did I say in the chats? Take Henry away, and the Ravens can be had. What happened? No, we didn't shut Henry down. He had 5 yards per carry. Even with, the 130-yard carry, 12 carries for 40 yards, that's not terrible to me. 3 to 4 yards, that's not terrible. But it wasn't a Henry game. We didn't let Henry wreck the game because we kept him in check. We kept Lamar in check. Lamar we made Lamar Jackson play so uncharacteristic. Like, he didn't run the ball. He was missing throws, like you said. He was so indecisive out there. And that's what happens when you got a defense that's physical, a defense that's flying around, a defense that's pretty good on all three levels. We have pretty good linebackers. Our D-line is the best in the league. And our back end is pretty solid as well. So I think that I knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. Like Carl said, we said take the under. We knew nobody was going to get blown out, But this showed me that my team is a Super Bowl caliber team, straight up. People going to say we only score all field goals. This was a division game against the Ravens. That's a normal thing for us. We've kicked field goals all game and beat them in the past. Like, maybe not this many because their offense actually scored 2 touchdowns, so we had to actually match that somehow. But the fact that we have a kicker in Boswell gives me a lot of hope because when Tom Brady was winning his rings, even when Peyton Manning won his ring, mostly every team that was winning rings had a kicker winning games for them. So we have that. We have a defense. Our offense is good enough, I think, to get us to the Super Bowl. So we are going to see you guys again. And I think, like you said, it's going to be an actual meaningful game because in the past, either Lamar's been gone or y'all been resting players. It's either been one or the other. This year, it will be for the money straight up again. And it's going to be another showdown, I think. Only thing I would say is I think our offense will be way better by then because we have a lot of teams to play. And the more Russ is playing with these guys, the better he's getting.
Okay. So this is what I'll say about the interception. I'm not completely absolving Lamar, but Justice Hill literally had that football. He had the ball and he got it right. That's why I kind of didn't want to call it a pick because I thought he had possession and Peyton Wilson stripped it from him. It looked like a strip fumble to me, but I'm not going to say that Lamar does not deserve some blame. Because you're right, he did. If he'd have put him more in front of him, Peyton Wilson may not have been able to make a play on it, but he got the ball. It was in his chest, and that's when Peyton Wilson was able to rip it out. So it's not like they both had simultaneous possession and he ripped it away. He was able to rip it away once the ball got on his body. But I do agree Lamar does deserve some credit for that. Now, Lamar, although he didn't have a Lamar-esque game, he did miss some throws. Deontay Johnson, second drive, dropped if not a touchdown, a ball on the 1 yard line. Easy drop. He just dropped it. Zay Flowers, Lamar makes an incredible play. Zay Flowers wide open. What do I keep saying? These receivers, stop catching the ball with your chest. Catch the ball with your hands. You let the ball hit a shoulder pass, pow, pop right off. Dropped it. So, again, it's just little simple mistakes that we keep making. And I thought somebody was going to bring up the elephant in the room. I guess I'll bring it up. This is my gripe, right? This is where I question if some people watch the game. A lot of the talk today was, Derrick Henry had 0 carries in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about the fourth quarter. First play in the fourth quarter was 3rd and 6. Zay Flowers jumps false start. So it's now 3rd and 11. Lamar gets sacked. We punt the football. That's one drive in the fourth quarter, right? Second drive of the fourth quarter after the Steelers waste 5 minutes. First play, I think it was a read option at Lamar. I don't know because CBS was messing up the cameras. It literally went from commercial to Lamar streaking down the sideline.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was a real play. I thought it was like a replay. So that was the first play of the second drive. You know what the second play of the second drive was? A screen to none other than Derrick Henry that gets called back after a 15-yard gain for an eligible receiver downfield. And then what happens right after that play? Interception off the Justice Hill wheel route. So that's 2 drives in the fourth quarter. And the third drive was a touchdown drive. So what are y'all talking about? Bruh, we ran 3 plays in the fourth quarter before we scored a touchdown where we got the ball with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left. So, like, if we're going to analyze the game, let's analyze the game. Yes, he didn't get any carries, but it was situational. Roquan Smith, after the interception, gets hurt, and the Steelers takes away 4 minutes before kicking a field goal to go up 18. You have to get down the field fast. And we scored. We scored, bruh. So what are we talking about? Yes, he had no carries, but situationally, he couldn't get any. And the one play we went to him, there was an eligible man downfield. Bro, what do you want?
So another thing I want to bring up.
Oh, and this comment just don't make no sense. But that's what I expect from somebody who gave up on 18 5 weeks ago.
Dang, 5 weeks ago.
Hey, one thing I wanted to bring up was I felt like y'all got outcoached too, bro. I feel like y'all definitely got outcoached. Definitely with that 2-point conversion. You saw what happened. Y'all came out there with one play, and right before y'all hiked it, it looked like y'all was about to set up a Lamar, one of his little jump passes, like something for him to roll out, but somebody go behind for a pass. But Tomlin called a timeout, iced y'all, made y'all change y'all play. Y'all didn't even have, like, that's one thing I would say. Y'all could at least had Derrick Henry out there on that play. Like, y'all had Justice Hill out there, and he went the opposite way. Like, nobody care about Justice Hill. Like, so I think that Mike Tomlin solidified the game with that timeout because once he did that, y'all was discombobulated. Like, that play y'all ran, it was supposed to get Lamar on the outside, but Nick Herbert came down, blew it up. Joey Porter came down, blew it up. And also, you said something about time of possession. We dominated this game. 36 minutes to 23 minutes and 38 seconds. So that's another big plus that I took away from this game. We can dominate time of possession, and we can have our defense on the side. And like I say, our defense, it bends but not breaks because we take the ball away at a high rate.
Hey, Carl, on that play when Zay Flowers dropped the ball, did y'all score that drive or no?
I think we did.
That's the last drive, I think.
Yeah, y'all ended up scoring that drive, so he made up for it.
Yeah, he did. He did score. But I do want to talk about that 2 play because you're absolutely correct. I didn't say this in the chat, but I was watching the game, and I don't know if it was a jump pass or if it was a quarterback run. Either way, I was like, all right, cool. We tipped our hand because y'all got the timeout as we was running the play. So I'm like, bro, okay, they see this. They're going to expect this. Let's not do that again. And what does he do? He runs it just to the opposite side, but instead of a jump pass, it's a run. Not only did they do that, they didn't even have Derrick Henry on the field. Now, that's where I was mad at. How do you not have Derrick Henry as a threat on a 2-point conversion play? I can give you the last drive because it's 3:59 left. You got to move the ball fast. You got to move the ball quick. But the 2-point conversion is an untimed play. Get Derrick Henry on the field. Give them the threat of running Derrick Henry. Even if you do the quarterback run, quarterback wrap, quarterback power, whatever. Give the threat of a Derrick Henry run. And you did not do that. And the play got blown up. Not only did that happen, I did see this live when it happened. I don't know what Nelson Aguilar and Isaiah Likely were doing on that play before the
They
snap.
was like fighting each other or something.
Like, what are y'all doing, dude?
He was like, move. He's like, get out of here.
Yeah, like, bro, y'all know y'all alignment. It didn't even look like that was an alignment fight. It looked like you're in my spot. No, get out of here. This is my spot now. Like,
Facts though. It did.
I don't know what that was. I did see that live. I was so confused. But I thought it was going to be like a quarterback run with Lamar, and he was going to throw back. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a throwback. I thought he wanted the defense to come with him this way, and he was going to throw back to either Tylen or Justice Hill. But then they ran it, and I'm like, we don't got nothing. And then nobody was like down the field. I was like, oh, this is over. But to not have Derrick Henry on that field for that 2-point conversion play is just, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you about. Because worst case scenario, you could at least help block. And I just want to make one point. I did not leave the camera because Carl said somebody else on the team. I know the timing was bad there. I may have given up, but I didn't leave the screen because of that. How's the soup, man?
I do want to know y'all, man. Watching that game, I'm not gonna lie. Like Carl, when you made this comment, I was kind of like, come on, Carl. When you said his teammates don't mess with him, he said some of his teammates don't like him.
I said that, yeah.
I was
being facetious, but
yeah, of course. But like, don't forget, you came on here and Vaughn said something to you. We own Lamar, and you said, I have never seen Lamar play this well. This is a different Lamar, and the defense actually came to play. They showed up. They held Pittsburgh out of the end zone like crazy. They could not get in the end zone. They did a good job on George Pickens. Pittsburgh had that one nice catch, but outside of that, they had 2 pass breakers on him.
Don't make that. He had 12 targets, bro.
8 catches though. What do you mean?
He did, but he didn't have big plays. One of them just like a 2-yard screenplay. Like he had the one that played to Brandon Stevens. That was basically it.
I'm not gonna say he got shut down. They did a good job.
He said,
no. I don't think they did a good job on Pickens though.
When I say good job, George Pickens didn't open the game up. He had 1 catch, and then they limited to 3 points. Outside of that 1 catch, he didn't really have an impactful.
I'll say they did more of a good job on Russ than Pickens. Just like with JD and the Terry McLaurin thing with the Eagles, it wasn't like y'all was trying to get it to Terry, y'all couldn't. It just JD couldn't get to him because he was getting pressure. Same with Russ. That D line against the Ravens.
He threw it at him 12 times.
Huh?
I give you the other play on that 2nd and 16 where he made Brandon Stevens miss. It looked like Brandon Stevens ain't won.
If he had 12 catches and only 12 targets and like 5 catches, I'll say they did it. But you only missed 4 times. Like that's not doing a good job, I don't think. And he had 89 yards still.
But they would catch, like you said with Terry against y'all, he caught mainly short passes and had yards after the catch, except for that one play to Brandon Stevens.
All right, but my point is this: like the defense showed up,
facts,
and the Ravens offense just looked so chaotic throughout the whole game. And although, you didn't run the ball on the 4th quarter with Derrick Henry and his reasons why, but I felt like whenever he got a tackle for loss, y'all abandoned him. It's like him. Every time he got hit 3 yards behind the scrimmage, all right, we're going to just pass 3 times in a row. And then every time y'all pass, Lamar just scrambling and throwing into the flats, throwing into Justice Hill. So I now looked at the numbers. There's no way the Steelers should be running the ball more than y'all. Y'all that should be a run team, right? Especially in this physical game on the road. They ran the ball 45% of the time. You only ran the ball 36%. And that's not including the last drive when they sealed the deal. I took those numbers out. That's before that. So I think, and then Derrick Henry did fumble, but the one touchdown I had into the 4th quarter, that was his drive. He got that breakaway run and he ended up scoring that drive. So I think y'all gotta feed him more, man.
I do agree with that. I do. I'm not saying that we don't need to feed him more. I was just mad at that going across the media saying he had 0 catches, 0 carries. It's like, bro, did y'all watch the game or not?
Mm-hmm. You know they didn't.
And that's the thing about us, though. We delete running backs. It's hard to run on us. That's why that ego in the chat in the comments keep talking. Saquon gonna get shut down. I'm telling them, can't nobody run on us.
Rico Dowdle.
Can I just say one thing about the Eagles real quick, Joe? Just one thing. Just for the airways. Just I hope you can migrate this over to your next show with your boy. But the Eagles have only beat one team. Actually, 2 teams. I didn't want to count the Commanders for how much they trash y'all, saying they're not that good, but that just give y'all the Commanders. They beat 2 teams with more than 4 wins this year. Literally. Every other win was 4 wins or less. So that's all I want the world to know.
Yeah.
He said, I like the wordplay there too. Migrate on the next show with that Eagle. Kev, learn how to troll, Kev.
Okay. You do that. My bad, babe. I know you're Eagle fan. My bad.
That's why he did that.
It's about to be some more soup getting thrown around.
I know. Be careful. That's too like not out of his lap.
Man, what? You trying to hurry up?
Funny.
Man, let's get these ass words.
Hey, y'all meet again on December 21st on a Saturday, and it's looking like it might be for the division again. So, but I know y'all got a tough schedule. Y'all got that stretch. I got Eagles, Ravens, then Chiefs.
Don't forget them divisional games. I know you want to throw them in there too, because that's tough. I mean, they not playing the greatest, but they still divisional games.
Yeah, we got the Bengals. We got the Browns, Bengals, Browns.
Oh yeah, all these division games in a row. Dang,
Yeah. Our schedule is crazy. Like they tried to play with us this year, but we built for this, bro. Our defense can go against any offense in the league. Literally, we can match up with any team in the league defensively due to how great our line is. People want to talk about teams with two receivers or teams that can spread people out. If your quarterback can't throw the ball, none of that matters.
Just say his name.
I don't gotta say his name. He doesn't. I already clowned him.
I know who it is too.
I know who it is.
Ain't nothing else to say about that. Like we got everything we need. This is my last words though. Carl, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. You know you lost.
I'm about to say you jumping the gun.
It's all good, man. I'm gonna set the stage for you, man.
No, he didn't say cupcake. All right.
So, man, shout out to my Steelers, number 1 in AFC North, Super Bowl contenders. And yes, if we make the bowl, our defense will be the reason why we win. And that's a fact. Another thing I want to say, shout out to my Orlando Magic. 6-game winning streak. We held opponents under 100 points every game with that 6-game win streak. Number 2 defense in the league. So defense is a big part of my teams, as you guys can see. Orlando, a top defensive team. Steelers, a top defensive team. Hey, I see why he a Mavs fan. So all I want to say is, let's keep it pushing, stairway to heaven. Hey, Carl, we'll see you on the 21st.
All right, my last words is appreciate y'all for having me as always. Hey, Ravens, do better. Real talk. I ain't gonna keep saying it. Do better. CTC aired at 6:00. I went over Tuesday night action. Currently, 10.5-point underdog. Kent State is up 7-3. I picked them to win their first game of the season tonight, so hopefully I'm right there. Yeah, man, CTC will be back tomorrow. I got a lot of episodes to talk about tomorrow. The College Football Playoff Committee just dropped their top 25 literally as we was on the show. That's why I was squinting looking at my phone. Texas is number 3, by the way, Joe. Top 4 is Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State at 4. But big matchup, 5 Indiana versus 2 Ohio State this Saturday noon. So that's going to be a really good game. I don't know why Joe making that face.
Penn State at 4. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, you with me? You think Penn State, Indiana should be above Penn State?
Well,
I don't think Penn State should be 4 though.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with. Trust me, I'm with both of y'all. But again, yeah, CTC going over Week 12 recap tomorrow. I'm going over the Week 13 weekday preview. Had my first 6-0 undefeated Saturday. Went 6-0 Saturday. Got every game correct, including a 7.5-point underdog win against Kansas State with Arizona State. So felt good about that one. And then a new segment will be next Saturday morning. I'm introducing a new segment in CTC.
Okay.
So Vaughn and Carol knew rivalry in the chat or something?
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with Kev. Like, I think he hating because our defense get a lot of love, and his defense don't get that kind of love. They just talk about his rookies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I brought up the fact that they ain't play nobody all year, even when they played Joe Burrow, Higgins wasn't there. So it's like whoever y'all played. And now he's on my line because I put defense win championships because we have a caliber win defensive Super Bowl defense. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say, man. If he want to get on the show with me, because I don't remember last time I seen him on R2L. We can do this. You hear that, Kev? We can do this because I'm here. I haven't seen you here since I don't know when. And when you are here, it look like this. Black. Darkness falls. But y'all had a good rest of y'all show, man. Hey, Kev, I'm in the chats. Get at me then.
Facts. Enjoy the rest of y'all show, man.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I got 2 fun facts for you, Joe.
Go ahead.
One, Vaughn, I just want to say, I know you backstage. My bad, bro. If the Cowboys wasn't trash this year, Kev wouldn't have more extra time to deal with the other teams in the division. Now they got extra spare time, so that's why he picking on the Commanders and anybody else. Because the Cowboy fans, we ain't got nothing to fight with. We just fighting with our hands tied behind our back, but we still trying to fight. And the other fun fact, you know, the last time the Steelers was leading their division, the Commanders was also good too. Remember that? It was like around 2020. Remember the Steelers was undefeated, and then y'all ended up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like some of the correlation between the two teams is a little scary there.
So you mean we're going to NFC East? Okay. That's
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride, man. You know what it is. Hopefully we show up and show Dan Quinn why he should have been our head coach.